You see, if I didn't set some goals for cross-country skiing for myself, I would totally give up right now because it's way harder than normal skiing. Hey folks, Ira here from Ira Explores. Setting goals is important because it will help you achieve more, especially if you follow through and finish small steps along the way. And the best time to set your goals is at the beginning of a new year, and the second best time is right now, whenever you're watching this video. In this video, you're going to learn 9 steps on how to set your goals properly. The last one is pretty awesome. And action! With goals, we make sure that we are on the right path of what we would like to achieve in a specific year. Also, goals give us focus and power to control our life the best we can. If you don't set any goals, you will go through life doing what other people tell you to do. And if you are watching this video, I believe you are not one of those people. With proper goal setting, you will make sure that you don't abandon them along the way. Yeah. Talking to you, New Year's resolutions? Pah. If you don't know what your purpose in life is, watch my video on how to find your purpose, and when you do, you will be able to set long-term goals like 3, 5, 10 or even 20-year-long goals. When you know your long-term goals, setting yearly goals gets pretty easy as you simply transform your small steps from long-term goals into your yearly goals. Now, let's check how to do that with the goal setting steps. Number 1. Write it down. You should write your goals down. That can mean on paper, in your yearly planner, or use digital notes. Throughout the year, I'm always making notes on interesting new stuff or skills I would like to learn in the near future. At the end of the year, I look at my notes and long-term goals and write all the potential goals down. I also plan how much time each goal should take me and plan some extra time for unexpected situations that happen to all of us on a daily basis. I also make sure that I choose goals that really excite me. Your goals can fall into different areas. It can be career, education, personal growth, relationships, finances, health and fitness, hobbies, spirituality, pleasure, and so on. I set at least one goal in every area every year. Set performance goals, because those are the goals that you fully control and are usually not connected to other factors that you have no power over. Number 2. Set specific goals with deadlines. When you set specific goals, you make sure that you know exactly what you would like to achieve, and deadlines help you stay motivated. If there are no time frames, there is no sense of urgency, and you might fall into the trap of starting to work on a specific goal too late and will not finish it on time and might even stop working on it when the deadline is not met. Give yourself a bit of extra time, for safety reasons. Because you don't want to stress yourself out if unpredictable obstacles jump in front of you and delay your goal a bit. Make sure that your goals are exciting and challenging. If not, you will not progress in life and will just be doing boring tasks every day. So, don't just write down that you want to be rich, but exactly how much money you want to have until a specific date. For example, I have $100,000 on my savings account on 30th of November. You can also add a year. You see, I didn't say I will have, but I have, because that gives us the indication that we already own that it is already true now, even though it didn't yet happen. It is how we trick our brain, and that helps us to achieve that kind of a goal in a more relaxed manner, and we believe it will happen with our full heart. I also like to use yearly planner view where I see all the months on one page. This helps me define when each specific goal should take place, when is the start, when the finish, and simply how long it should take me. It is like a Gantt chart or a timeline. After that, I set monthly and weekly steps for every goal and I schedule those every month or week. You can also go one step further and use to-do lists where you schedule your daily tasks that will lead you to successfully finishing steps and later goals. Following through with daily tasks will help you stay disciplined and on track. Use bullet journal to visually see what you have to do every day. Daily tasks can be anything from reading a chapter in a book to watching a webinar on a topic connected to your goal. Now, you've just learned how to create an action plan. Number 3. Measure your goals. If you can't or don't know how to measure your goals, how the heck will you be able to reach them? That is why we have to make sure that we predefine the criteria on how to measure our own goals before we do the first step on the path to reaching that goal. This simply means that you define the mini steps that have to happen before your main goal is achieved. For example, I want to gain 30,000 subscribers this year. I first have to gain 1,000 and make the steps to gain that number, and then move on to 5,000, 10,000 and so on. because usually we are not equipped with the right skills or mindset to jump from zero to the final goal right away. It is like if you would try to run a marathon without even owning running shoes and doing a run around your house. If you do that, you will probably pass out in the 10-kilometer mark. If you're a couch potato, something more serious could happen to you. So yeah, mini steps are important. And when you fail your goals because you didn't plan them properly, you will feel bad, really bad, and your motivation will be flashed down the drain. And when this happens, it is not that easy to quickly jump back on and trust the process. So properly measure your goals and achieve them step by step. Every time you finish a step within your main goal, tick that checkbox and celebrate that small but important win. For bigger steps and main goals, I write down how I will celebrate the completion. It can be anything from watching movies all day long, diving into a lake, going for a massage, to ordering a takeout and having a day without any plans. Number 4. Be realistic. A lot of times our New Year's resolutions and big goals are not reached because we reach for the stars right away. That is perfectly fine if you're setting your 5 or 10-year goals, but you have to make sure that you can achieve the goals you set for yourself in a year. If you're a skilled house builder, have the funds, have a lot and all documents ready, you'll be able to build that house in a year. But if you don't even own a land to build on and are without money, that is most certainly not going to be achievable in a year. So, check all your yearly goals on the Gantt chart you did previously and make realistic adjustments. Number 5. Set your own goals. This one is tricky as sometimes we want to do something for others but are wasting our time and energy even though we will not be thanked at the end. Or even worse, a celebrity or an influencer decides that they will do something this year and you decide you will do the same because they are doing it, and even if this makes no sense for you and you don't have the same skills or the background. That is why you have to make sure that you really know what your purpose in life is and define and set goals that are your own. When you do that, you will be eager to achieve them and will get up faster when obstacles come your way. When I set my goals, I like to visualize the best possible outcome for each and every one and how that would make me feel. That helps me stay focused on that feeling and everything that that accomplished goal will bring. Number 6. Accountability. You are working towards your favorite goals, but things happen at work or school and you just don't feel like doing it. But because you told your goals to your family and friends, that will encourage you to keep going. If you're doing something that your close ones are not supporting, you can find yourself a support group online within various online groups specific for your field. Or you can even find yourself a coach or a mentor. We all need that friendly push now and then. Number 7. Gain the right skills and don't be afraid to ask for help. When you are attacking new and bigger goals, it is wise to learn from those that came before you. Because why would you want to do all that mistakes and heavy lifting if you can avoid at least some of them? Or you might decide that you'll go back to school to become an expert in a completely new field. For bigger goals, it is also wise to ask for help. When we are doing films, even low budget, every collaborator is a specialist in his or her department, and that is how we can make a good final project. For some bigger goals, teamwork will be of paramount importance. Number 8. Assess your progress and tweak your goals. After every step of a specific goal and new knowledge, you might figure out that your goals should be redefined, and that is totally fine. You can always tweak your goals if they don't make sense for you anymore. You can, of course, do the same after a step of a goal is a failure. If you are forcing something that is obviously not working, you will get discouraged and even depressed because things are not working. But maybe you just defined standards that are too high for you at that moment as you don't have the right skills and experience yet. Just don't forget what the purpose of your goal is and what your main long-term goals are. I always have a few big goals that I'm sure will not change and some that I don't mind changing for various reasons. Might be because the other goal will take longer to achieve, or because a new and exciting big project comes my way and I have to reschedule other goals, and so on. If you have time, you can also make B and C plans for your bigger goals in advance. You don't have to write that down, but if you think about it, that will help you if the time comes to tweak your goals. The most important thing is that you don't stress yourself about all the goals and assess timelines and the amount of work every goal will take. Normally, at the beginning of the year, we are so full of energy and we tend to overplan our year. But you will get better with practice. And now, the last step, number 9. Just get started. You see, if I didn't set some goals for cross-country skiing for myself, I would totally give up right now because it's way harder than normal skiing. But I set some goals for myself and I just started practicing. And this is the most important step, to just start and enjoy the process. The more difficult it is for you, the better you will feel when you achieve it, especially if you visualize how that success will make you feel. At the end of the goal setting process, I also create a nice looking vision board where I put my main yearly goals and main long-term goals down. I usually create that document in Canva and then print it out and tape it to my wall and into my physical planner so I can easily and quickly check my goals to stay focused and on the planned track. And when I finish a specific goal, I cross it out and this makes me feel awesome. I'm one step closer to the big goal. Oh yeah! And remember, if you don't celebrate your wins, goal setting will become boring. Treat yourself. You deserve it. And I can see you are already thinking about your goals, and that, my friends, is the pre-step we all need. When you set your goals, your motivation levels go up and you take control of your own life. Your goals will determine if you want to stay in the job you have and work on a promotion or quit it and become your own boss. When you know your goals and purpose in life, it will be easier for you to decide on what to do, which invitations to accept and to which to say no thanks. If you want to successfully achieve your goals, make sure that you are working on your steps regularly, not just the last week or day before the deadline. Use to-do lists. And don't forget that you should enjoy the process, the path you're taking towards the goal, and don't put all your happiness on hold until you reach your main goal. If you have no goals in life, you also have no real purpose and you are only living to do work for others and help them achieve their goals. But you don't have to be an overachiever. Your goal can simply be to be relaxed in your life, and you can obviously work towards that too. We are all different and should have different goals. If one of your goals is to become a better storyteller or to learn how to write movie scripts, you can also join my screenwriting basics course that just came out and get a cool discount with the code written in the description of this video. Don't hesitate for too long and join the course and the community where we will hold you accountable to finish your first script. So, now that you know how to set goals and follow them through, it is time to actually do it. Yeah, you heard it right. Do it. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not already, as I know for a fact that 95% of you watching my videos aren't. If you want, you can also leave a comment about your goal setting experience. All that will help the YouTube algorithm to show this video and my channel to others. And we all want to help people, right? So, just do it. Click, click. Good luck with setting your goals and seeing how they blossom to fruition. Say it, Mom! Magdzie! Hola, hola! Ja.
No? Ale dobra, gdzie jest?